And we are back. What's going on, everybody? What's going on, buddy?
Oh, you know.
It has been a while yet again.
Yeah.
Yet again. It's been a while since you've been in the crypt. Aaron is back, everybody. So what have you been up to? Been up to anything crazy?
Yes and no. Things I'm not really trying to get into right now, but
Applying for some jobs, though, and stuff.
yeah.
That's pretty exciting.
Yeah, man. Trying to get back into the workforce.
Told me about one earlier. That sounds sweet.
Yeah.
But above all, you do have a big show coming up on Thursday. Thursday in Lansing, July 25th.
Pretty excited about it. It's the last one for what's going to be quite a while. So, sounds like Carnus is doing the same kind of thing, too. They made a post about it.
Carnus Immortalis?
Yeah.
Who I think that they're probably going to be opening the show, right?
Yeah.
Think?
It's either them or the other band.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. I saw the list for it.
Hell yeah.
A little earlier, but
Do you know what your set time is?
I think it's...
Because you guys are direct support of Recorruptor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's Recorruptor, Bogwraith, Carnus Immortalis, and like Leaf Green or Green Leaf.
Yeah, the Green Leaves.
The Green Leaves, yeah. And I know the doors or the tickets say 7 at Max Bar, Lansing, Michigan, July 25th, Thursday.
Yeah, so we are 9:30 to 10:05.
Oh, sick.
So
Nice long set. Hell yeah. That'll be sick. Fuck yes.
looking
So
forward to it.
fucking excited, dude. Oh, I'm so excited. It's the first like real metal show that I've been to since I've been back since Slayer.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah. Since you and I went and saw Slayer, the only show
That's yeah.
since then the only shows I've no. Since the last time I saw you at the Sanctuary in Detroit was the last one with Bogwraith and the Tech Trek tour our Artspire, yeah. So yeah, that'll be fucking that. I think because that was after Slayer, right? Yeah. So I think
it was like a couple days after.
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. That's right.
So it's a weird stretch of time where it was like.
Boom. Yeah, a bunch of stuff in a row. So it was that one, and then. Yeah, the next show I went to was this last Saturday at DTE. And then, so then that, great show. So I went on Saturday, I went to DTE and I saw Alice Cooper and Hailstorm.
What was it? Wasn't there another one?
Yeah, it was going to be Motionless in White, but get this shit. So we arrive early. I got there. Doors were at 5:30. Music didn't start till 7. I got there at 5:30. I was like, I want to fucking try to park somewhere good and all that shit, Yeah. Ended up being able to park pretty much exactly where we parked last time for Slayer.
Nice.
It was fucking awesome. So we get there, I'm like, holy shit, this is sweet. We get out, we go in, and after the doors open. Dude, we're not in there for... I don't even have enough time. I go to the bathroom, and I have enough time to get to, like, the side of the stage. And there are workers starting to walk around telling everyone on the lawn that has lawn seats, going to the pavilion. There's a storm coming. We need everybody in the pavilion. There's like there's a big storm coming.
Oh yeah.
We're like,
I forgot about that.
We're like, okay, that's kind of weird. So we ran to grab drinks really quick, and then we were gonna go to the pavilion. And right as we're grabbing drinks, they started telling people to stop serving people. So they poured us off ours real quick. And then they go, never mind, we're evacuating. Everybody go back to your cars.
What?
We're like, what the fuck? So we killed our drinks real quick, went back to the car, and the storm rolled in. It lasted about probably like heavy for like 30 minutes or so, 30, 45 minutes, something like that. But by like, they weren't posting anything. Like no one knew what the fuck was going on. All we knew is we just got evacuated from DTE and we're sitting in our car because of a thunderstorm. And
that's crazy.
No one knew what was going on until much later. Like, music was supposed to start at 7. I don't think they started letting people in until like 7:15. So Motionless in White just canceled. They didn't even play. And then
that's rough.
The fucked up part though is like it was like 2 seconds. Literally, I was looking down at my phone for 1 second, and the next second I look up, and the line is massive. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I was just checking for an update on the Facebook. So, like, basically the whole process at the end of the day, all it did was fuck over Motionless in White. And it fucked over anybody who got there early. And we jumped out of the car to get in line because we heard fucking Hailstorm start playing. So it fucked over Hailstorm because a lot of people were still in line that were waiting. And so they didn't get to play to as big of a crowd as they could have. And it fucked over all the people that wanted to fucking see Hailstorm. But luckily we did get in. We caught like the last 4 or 5 songs. So, and I got to see the one song that they filmed the video at Machine Shop. So that was pretty cool. And yeah, they were fucking, what I did see of them, they were fucking fantastic. Like way, way heavier live. She fucking screams like a motherfucker. Like I literally had goosebumps a couple times. And fucking, yeah, they played outstanding. It had a really cool stage set, lots of sick lights and everything. Really good, really good. I was really impressed by them. I was like, damn, I wish I'd seen them like back in the day in a smaller venue, you know, before they were as big. That would have been sweet.
Well, they I don't know, they have a bigger like radio presence or whatever. So to me, like
they're huge on the radio.
Yeah,
now.
I always liked them, but I always like select songs from them. I didn't really like listen to a whole ton of them and stuff. But.
Yeah, I don't have any of their albums, and I'm not, you know, I don't even think I have any of their songs, honestly. But I've always had a big respect for them.
Yeah.
Like, I've always had a big respect for them, and I like Lizzie Hale a lot, and especially when they filmed that video at the Machine Shop, I was like, oh, well, you guys are fucking forever in. And on top of that, now she's fucking they're opening for fucking Alice Cooper. I think they played with Judas Priest recently. You know what I mean? They're in, you know what I mean, trying to be in that realm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're trying to be to those fans and stuff, and it makes sense to me. Like, they are on that caliber of talented. You know what I'm saying? Like, she is fucking insane live, dude. Like, I was not expecting that. How fucking good her vocals are and shit. Like, screaming, dude. Fucking awesome. Like, it fucking, you could tell there was like electricity when she did that. It was really cool. Yeah, so I've always had a big respect for them. I've always liked them and kind of wanted to see them. Happy that I got to. But then fucking Uncle Alice hits the stage and he opens with Feed My Frankenstein, and it was over, man. It was fucking woo. Alice Cooper comes out and it's time to fucking go. He did it all, man. Alice Cooper. Feed My Frankenstein, I'm 18, Poison, School's Out, fucking all pretty much, like, outside of him doing like an anniversary tour of specific albums that I like, it was a really great set list. There was a chunk in the middle where I didn't know that many, but like those were the ones where he like came out in the fucking straight jacket and got his head cut off and I was
still doing that?
Yes. Oh yeah, he's still doing it, man. Fucking people in costumes coming out. It was a production, dude. It was fucking incredible. And in Detroit. And then the last song was School's Out, and Lizzie Hale came out and played with him, and that floored me. That blew my fucking mind. It was outstanding to see them on stage together. Yeah, it was a really great show for a show that just like came up months and months ago, and I think I bought a ticket because I was really drunk one night, and it just came one day, and I was like, oh fuck, all right, sweet, I guess I'm going to this. And like Saturday, DTE, fuck yeah, Pine Knob, like it was a good time. It was a really good time.
Yeah, you played like 21 songs?
21 songs.
Yeah.
Oh, Alice did? Yeah, it was a long set. Yeah, it was a real long set. It was fantastic.
The guitar solo, there was a jam in there.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, it was a full-on headliner on a big venue, you know what I mean? Like it was great to see that. Especially in Detroit, because that's where Alice is from.
Makes me realize I don't really know a whole lot of his songs, but
good. I'd love to see a fucking Alice Cooper Dee Snider tour. Because Twisted Sister and Alice Cooper did a song together once called like To Be Cruel to Your School. Cruel to Your School. Yeah. And I love that song. Be cruel to your school. Yeah. That'd be crazy to see that live. Like, holy shit.
I could see that.
It should happen. Jamie Josta should produce the next Alice Cooper album, and Alice Cooper and Dee Snider should tour. And Alice Cooper should come out with a metal album, kind of like in the same vein, sort of as like he's done metal albums, like Raise Your Fist and Yell.
Yeah.
That's a straight up metal album. Good 80s metal, but still. But yeah, it was a great show. It really was a lot of fun. Definitely a good Saturday night. Besides the whole being evacuated thing.
I didn't even think about that. That was the day that there was a whole bunch of crazy shit.
Yeah, there's lots of storms and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just wanted to so if anyone has a chance to go see Alice Cooper and Hailstorm on this tour, go check it out because they are playing, and it sounds outstanding. And they're doing a really good job. Yeah, it was a good one. Always cool to see a fucking like legend like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like one of the fucking OGs.
It's kind of like how it was seeing Ozzy.
Yeah, exactly. Ozzy or like fucking D or you know what I mean? Like any of them.
I wonder why Dee Snider hasn't like. I mean, I don't know. I guess he doesn't really like doing very like tours or anything like that.
Well, he just has. He sort of tours, but like it's just a lot of
festivals and like one-off kind of.
Yeah, one-off stuff. He actually did a one-off thing in Michigan, like a couple of months ago. I wanted to go to, but it was like super far up north somewhere. I think it was like in the UP or some shit. I was like at a casino. I was like, "What? Come down here. What are you doing?"
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm trying to pay attention to his schedule because as soon as he comes close enough, I'm going to see him for sure. I really want to see Dee Snider again. That'd be awesome. And yeah, so I guess we could talk about some news. We got that new Slipknot song that came out today.
Yeah.
That happened.
It's pretty awesome.
What's it called? I don't remember the name of it. It's long, and you told me something surprising about it that I was not expecting at all.
Yeah, it's the last song on the new album.
So when the new album comes out, this will be the last song. It's very unusual for a band to release the last song on the album as a single.
Yeah. I mean,
very strange.
It kind of is, but then I got to thinking about it, and like the last song or the title track for All Hope Is Gone, they released that as like the first single, and that's the last song on the. Like, the
is
bass
it? Well,
album.
at the same time, it's the title track. It's also the title track, so it kind of makes sense.
Yeah. Solway Firth, looks like.
Yeah, it has. I knew it had a weird name.
Yeah.
It's like 6 minutes long, but it is phenomenal. Probably, God. I mean, it's not. I'll give it. Well, it's. I love it because it's brutal. It's heavy nonstop. There's like no clean vocals. There's a little bit of clean vocals in the very, very intro, but that's it. The rest of it is just straight fucking in-your-face metal.
Yeah. It's pretty eerie sounding. Like
Yeah.
It's got that, a lot of like the samples and stuff in it, or dark sounding.
I think it's fantastic. And obviously sending a message by releasing that as a single, I think. Like saying like, this is the fucking tone of the album. Like we've given you one song that's not on the album, but it was a song that we put out. We've given you the catchy single off the album.
Yeah.
And if that's as catchy as it gets and the rest of the album's like this, then holy shit, we're in for something fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a lot of people, I was reading comments and like, you know, hearing the response from it and stuff. A lot of people are kind of thought they took it a little bit safe with
Sainted.
Yeah.
I mean,
and you know, I get it because it is kind of like, I mean, you know, to me it had some like duality vibes to it, kind of as far as like the chorus and stuff.
Like it's just really catchy, you
yeah.
know what I mean? But it's also really, really heavy.
Yeah.
You know, it's like they don't fucking, and it's just the hook.
Yeah.
All the rest of it is fucking heavy as shit. So I guess, I mean, safe.
I don't know. In terms of like what they're. I mean, because this new song I felt like was a bit more like to par with what they've been talking about and like how they've been explaining how it's like, you know,
crazy heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that. This is probably like the first time that I like as I was listening to, I was like, all right, like this is, you know, but you know we still have like 13. 12 or 13 other songs.
It's going to be a long album.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I'm excited, though. I'm very excited. It's coming soon.
Yeah.
It's coming right before we get to see him at the Not Fast Road show.
I haven't looked up any live videos. I haven't looked up any set lists or anything like. Cause I mean, it's probably
hasn't
too
even
early.
started. Yeah, dude, we're like one of the first few dates.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So the set list will be up by the time it hits here. But yeah, it's not gonna. We're like, I think, yeah, it hasn't even started yet, and this show for us is a few weeks away. So
more so, I guess, in terms of like all the festival stuff they've been doing, like the Download Fest or whatever.
Oh yeah,
I didn't watch any of that. Like
no.
I just
When are we seeing him? We're seeing him Monday the 12th. So it's literally 1, 2, 3 weeks from today.
Oh shit!
And the tour has not started yet.
Yeah.
And the album comes out just a few days before that, so probably like the 8th or 9th.
What's the first date
of the tour?
Yeah.
I do not know. Let me find out. But yeah, the only thing I've watched are the 2 singles on Jimmy Kimmel.
That was that was what I saw.
That's it. So yeah, but yeah, all the other live stuff. Did you happen to watch any of? There was a pro shoot of Lamb of God at something.
Oh,
Grass Pop or something.
Yeah, I watched a little bit of that one, and I watched all of the Whitechapel one.
Oh, nice.
That was really sick.
Okay, so it looks like the tour starts July 26th. So it starts tomorrow.
Oh.
It looks like. Yeah, so I guess it starts tomorrow, and we get August 12th. So yeah, they're going to be playing nonstop in between tomorrow and then. But let's see here. August 12th is when it gets to Detroit. And let's see, when does the new album come out? Kind of surprised they released a new song this close, because I'm pretty sure the album comes out like really soon.
I think is it the 9th?
Yeah.
Or September.
We are not your kind. Yep, 9th, yeah. August 9th. So just like 9th, 3 days before we see him. So
I mean, there was live footage of it. Like that was a lot of what they're, so I would imagine that they're probably playing that song live.
Yeah, that'd be. Oh, I hope they do.
Yeah,
God, I hope they do. Hell yeah. So that was cool. Pretty cool.
I didn't really. I mean, they put out a teaser video of it, but I didn't really. I mean, I heard it, but like, I don't know. The first part of it is kind of weird to me.
Yeah, the first 30 seconds.
Yeah.
The clean part.
Yeah.
And then it kicks in. Yeah, but if you have not heard it yet, check it out. It is fantastic. I'm sure anyone listening to this has heard it probably, but it's really fucking good. And here's something that is interesting. This morning, a friend of mine sent me a screenshot of his Facebook timeline, and it was a post from the Fillmore in Detroit announcing. Here, let me get this exactly correct. It was a post from the Fillmore in Detroit. There it is. Announcing that on Thursday, November 14th, there's the Institute North American Tour 2019 King Diamond.
No.
However, that post was deleted. And here, that's
Probably.
it right there.
Yeah.
So, was that a leak? You know what I mean? Is there a possible North American King Diamond Tour coming this winter? Like,
could be.
I've never gotten to see him.
Yeah.
So that'd be cool. I don't know. He sent that to me earlier. I was like, ooh, interesting.
I always hear like really good things about him.
Yeah.
I've never like, other than, I don't know, I know I've listened to him as far as like, because I think was he in like Diamond Head or something? What was like the main band that he was in? Or was it Merciful Fate?
Merciful Fate, yeah.
I've heard more about them than of his solo stuff, but I know that like of the significant albums that he has and like the ones that everybody talks about, it sounds like he's quite the that's one to definitely not miss.
Yeah.
Because of all, like, I don't know, his whole production and stuff is looks like it's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
So
yeah, he's got big shows. Yeah, and he's a legend. So it'd be fucking cool to see him. But I don't know. They took it down, so we shall see. I was like, oh shit, that's interesting.
I'd like to see him and Priest.
Oh, that'd be crazy.
That'd be kind of a.
That'd be crazy. Well, Priest. The rumor with Priest right now is the Priest Iron Maiden tour.
Yeah,
with like Testament and all the others.
Yeah, we were talking about that.
Oh man, if that happens, I'm gonna lose my mind. I also saw a post from someone saying, I think from someone in the band that said that they just listened to an almost finished new Dahlia album.
Oh yeah, that was Alan.
You saw that?
Yeah, I saw
that. So new Black Dahlia album's coming very soon, apparently.
Yeah, I think I saw another post from it was either Trevor or somebody else, but they said like not this year, but maybe like early next year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I would have thought this year, but all right.
Yeah, maybe there's some stuff to kind of. I mean, I'm sure we'll probably hear like singles and stuff from it.
Yeah.
Before the end of the year.
Hopefully. That's very exciting.
Yeah.
Between that, Lamb of God, there's a lot, and then like, we also got Carnifex, Fit for an Autopsy, fucking Thy Art, Slipknot, obviously, Devil Driver, Anthrax is supposed to come out with something, Lamb of God is supposed to come out with something. Speaking of Lamb of God, they dropped some news on all of our heads over the weekend.
Nobody it didn't really take off like I thought it would. Like I saw various different posts on it and stuff, but nobody it wasn't like a big.
I saw a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't been seeing it as much the last couple of days, but for the day it got announced and the next day, I was seeing it a lot. But yeah, it appears that Chris Adler, the drummer, is out of the band, which I think this marks the first fucking ever lineup change. But unless
ever since the very first album,
at least ever since the name was Lamb of God.
Yeah.
So, damn. And for a while now, they've had Art Cruz filling in on drums. He's formerly of Winds of Plague. Very good drummer. I've now seen him 3-4 times with Lamb of God, something like that. And
I was trying to think when the last time was that we saw him with Chris when he was.
It would have been.
It was. I think it was the 20-minute row show a few years ago.
I think Art was at that one. I think that was the first time we saw Art with him. Yeah, it was actually. I'm 99% sure that it was. Maybe, so it would have been before that.
Wow, yeah, I guess it has been quite a while.
It's been a long time. And he's been doing great. But they announced it because they're saying that they're about to go back in the studio and record the album, and then Chris is not going to be. It's going to be Art on this album, not Chris.
Yeah.
So this is the first time we've had a lineup change. I don't know what kind of writing goes into any of this. I don't know how much of a contributor Chris Adler was in terms of a writer to the songs and all this and that, but this is interesting to say the least.
Yeah. Especially because he was always one of the main,
Yeah. Main guys.
Yeah.
I'm certainly going to miss him being in this band.
Yeah. I mean, he was one of the reasons that, I started playing heavier music basically. His whole style and everything was, was really had a big impact on me.
Yeah.
So
I can see why. He's fucking incredible. That was crazy to me. That was real fucking crazy to me, that news. Now, my theory is that, they haven't been that public. All we know is he stopped touring with him and stuff because he got into an accident, a motorcycle accident. They never really disclosed the severity of the injury. They haven't really disclosed anything,
Yeah.
Not much of anything. So, maybe he just isn't better yet. You know what I mean? And Lamb of God, the machine that is Lamb of God, needs to continue for the moment, at least without him.
Yeah. I mean, that's the other thing is it sounded like it was a permanent thing, kind of.
It did seem that way.
But,
yeah.
I mean, things happen and stuff, and maybe it's,
if he gets better and can come back, if that's the issue, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I thought, because there was, I don't know if you listened to that, there was a URM Academy podcast with him and Machine that was on it, and he was talking about doing like booking stuff for Discarnate. For
really?
Like yeah, I don't know if it was like a label or if it was like something else that he was doing, but it sounds like he's more into like, I don't know, he's gotten it quite into
the business.
Yeah.
The business side.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well,
so maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know.
Maybe he wants to go a different route. Discovered something else. I don't know.
There is a couple more albums that got announced over the last little while.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to.
Like what?
So what's the date? So we're last week of July. Yeah, so Thy Art is 26th of this month, and then August we got, like you said, Carnifex. It's on August 2nd. The Contortionist is putting on a new EP on the 9th. This is all August. Devourment is coming out with a new one.
Oh shit!
They're super heavy. That is the 16th of August, and then Kill Switch.
Oh yeah, they just announced a new one.
Yeah, a couple of singles they put out have been pretty solid. Liked them so far. I think probably more so like the first one than the last one was. Still pretty good. Knocked Loose is coming out with a new one on the 23rd, and then let's see. As LA Dying's new one's coming out. The 13th of September, looks like.
Oh yeah.
And from there, Fit for an Autopsy, Norma Jean on the same day.
Oh
Fit
shit.
For an Autopsy, so that's gonna be awesome.
Oh yeah.
And then Cattle Decapitation in November. So November 29th, so Black Friday.
Oh wow.
And then I think I gotta check. Oh yeah, Infinite Annihilator's new one is coming out on 9/11, which is pretty ballsy. But they got quite a few different. Trevor's supposed to be on that one.
Oh shit! Hell yeah.
The singer for Black Tongue and a couple other bands.
Hell yeah.
So
that's sweet. Josta just featured on somebody's. Can't remember who it was though. But it sounded pretty hard. He was talking about it on the podcast. Oh yeah, that's sweet though. That's some good fucking shit coming out. Holy fuck.
Yeah, last part of the year has been hitting it pretty hard with
releases
and stuff within the last couple of days even.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, especially with that Fit for an Autopsy announcement. That new song is killer.
I found it kind of funny that I don't remember what page it was that I sent that article to you, but like the day before the band announced it, there was a website article.
Yeah. You sent that to me. I was like,
that's kind of cheap.
I can't find it anywhere. But yeah, that was a bit of a leak, wasn't it?
Kind of jumped the gun on that one a little bit.
Still sick though.
But yeah.
I like the cover art too.
Yeah.
It looks fantastic.
I'd like to get the cover of the Great Collapse as a tattoo somewhere.
That'd be sick.
I always like that symbol and stuff.
It's a good cover.
And the album is like, I don't know, means a lot to me, I guess. Like
I was listening to that earlier.
Yeah.
It's a good fucking album. Really good fucking album. Crazy that we've seen them so many times recently.
Yeah.
And like met them a few times and shit. And you played with them, like holy fuck.
Yeah, that was the first time I saw them.
Yeah, me too.
Which is cool. I think the Harpo show was better though for him.
It was a
honestly.
good show.
Yeah.
That show at Harpo's with Hatebreed was fucking insane.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah, I'd like to catch them when they come to the Sanctuary.
Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun.
I wonder if, because I don't know if it's too early to tell if they have some other, like, like co-headliners or like openers or whatever.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they will, but
yeah,
I don't think they haven't announced yet.
But at the same time, I wouldn't mind seeing like a full
2 hours just them. That'd be awesome. That'd be crazy. Yeah, the only other real piece of newsy things I have is just something stupid that for some dumb reason I care about. But Avengers Endgame has officially beaten Avatar and becoming the number one highest grossing film in history.
Yeah, man, I saw that.
Rightfully so.
Well, and they put it out again with another scene at the end of it.
Well, here's what people don't remember is that Avatar came out 3 or 4 times in theaters.
That's true. Yeah,
like it kept getting re-released.
Yeah.
So that's why it had such a big lead for so long.
Mm.
But yeah, no, I mean, go back and watch Avatar and then watch Endgame and just be like, tell me which one deserves it. Or go back and watch Avatar and then watch all 23 10 years worth of Marvel films and tell me which one deserves it. Like, that definitely deserves to be the highest. And then this last weekend at San Diego Comic-Con, they announced Phase 4. And it's like 99%. There's like 2 movies, and the rest of it is just their Disney Plus shows. One in which is an animated show. But the only 2 movies it looks like we're going to get is in a few years from now, like 2022, I think, or something. And it's a Doctor Strange movie and a Thor movie.
I thought, is there a Black Widow one coming out?
That's, I think, on the TV.
Is it?
It's a TV show, I think.
Man.
I could be wrong.
Yeah, it's kind of a bummer.
But it'll still be good. I think I think it'll be, because the Loki will be good. I'll watch them all. But no movies. So
yeah, maybe they're stepping back from it.
Yeah,
giving people a break from it.
A bit of it, make us all miss it again.
Yeah.
And so anyone that wants to drop something crazy, the next few years is the time to do it in theaters. Like, you got whatever you've been working on. You got the biggest mammoth, the biggest fucking ticket sales are about to take a step back for a minute. So
it will be kind of interesting to see what happens, because there won't be like that. Because I feel like for the last year or two, there's always a Marvel movie or like a superhero movie in theaters.
In a theater, yeah.
At some point in time, yeah.
Well, not for the next few years.
I'd imagine that they'd probably still. I mean, it's they because they re-released it. I don't know if that's the right term for it, but they put that out again, and then so I'm assuming that's going to be for at least the next couple months. And then,
And DC will release. There's a Wonder Woman movie.
Oh yeah.
So that'll come out.
And the Joker movie.
Is
that because that's DC, isn't it?
Yep.
Is it their like is it part of?
No, they're saying it's just a standalone story. So
that's
it's its own.
That's kind of what I was thinking because it doesn't really seem like it's, at least from like trailers and stuff.
And they also said it's a story that's never been done. So it's not from any comic or anything. So be interesting. They're taking a lot of liberties.
Yeah, I'm excited about it.
I am too. Cool. I think I will definitely go and see that for sure.
It's just like a gritty R-rated Joker movie.
Yeah.
And the guy that's playing it he reminds me of the guy from what's that? No Country for Old Men.
The bad guy in that?
Yeah.
Yeah, he kind of is like that a little bit. I could see that.
I don't know what his name is, but...
Yeah, I can't remember either.
Yeah.
He was a bad guy in the James Bond movie, too, Skyfall.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right.
I love that one.
I think I only saw that once or twice, but...
Skyfall was my favorite.
Yeah.
Do you remember the ending of it where he goes to his old house, like his James Bond's old house?
I think so, yeah.
Originally, in the original script, they were going to have Sean Connery be there and show up and like essentially for the first time ever in the actual storyline confirming that being James Bond and 007, like that's a code name and a code. But that's a mantle that gets passed down. So like not one person is James Bond. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is what I was always like, everybody's always said that's what it is, but that movie would have confirmed it. But they decided not to. I guess they couldn't get Sean Connery or something. I don't know. But I read that. I was like, oh, man. Come on. That would have made a great movie even better.
I think, I don't, it's been a long time. So I think I saw it when it first came out.
It's so sick.
Yeah, I'll have to watch it again.
It's really good. But yeah, that's pretty much all the fucking...
How far into Stranger Things are you?
Oh, I'm done with it.
Oh, yeah?
I finished Stranger Things. I loved it. I liked it a lot more than the second season. I thought it was very good.
I think I'm only 4 episodes in.
Okay. Yeah. So you're right where it starts to heat up.
I got to the part where they, Elle and I don't remember what the other girl's name is. They go to the house and they're all having dinner and shit, and then they leave, and then the one girl that they think is missing, like the other pool, the other lifeguard chick or whatever, they kill the dad and stuff.
Yeah, that's right. Where it's
and that was the last thing I saw.
Yeah.
I thought it's kind of like they're going pretty deep into the whole 80s aesthetic thing.
Oh, I mean, that's what it's always been.
Really hard.
That's what I like so much about the first one, is how much it felt like an 80s thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that a lot. But yeah, they fucking it gets even better. It gets better. It's really good.
As far as like the music and stuff, and like the mall kids.
They do. So there's one episode called Mallrats.
Yeah.
I was looking for Kevin Smith references the whole time, but I didn't see one. Other than the title.
Yeah, I liked the and the last thing I saw was the as far as like the mall stuff, like with the whole code thing, like they just figured out what that was and like where it was coming from and stuff.
That's a cool little bit they do there with that. I liked that.
It's cool to me because like and I don't remember if it was this way with the other 2 seasons, but I like just that there's so many like stories going on at the same time, but you can tell like it's heading towards something, and like at some point like it's all gonna kind of like make sense with it,
come together.
And because like they've already gotten to the point where they've all gone back to the warehouse kind of at different points, and like seen kind of the same mix of things a little bit, but like they're all so it's, I don't know, I'm interested to see where it goes from there.
Oh, it gets really good, really crazy at the end. It's fantastic.
I also didn't think that who's the brother, the main like bad guy or whatever.
Oh yeah. I
don't remember what his name is. I didn't think that he would be as big of a main character.
Yeah.
I kind of hope that like something happens to him.
Which is because he's like possessed.
Yeah.
But keep on watching the show and think about this. I think if Marvel is gonna do X-Men, they should cast him as young Wolverine.
Yeah. I can see that.
Especially pay attention to, think about that when you're watching the last episode. Because he does something in the last episode that I was like, oh, if he had claws right now, this would all make sense. Like, that's exactly what Wolverine would do. But, yeah, fucking watch that. Like, think about that. Because I think he'd be a really good Wolverine. Especially with that hair.
Yeah.
I think that'd be sweet. But anyway. Yeah, no, it's really, really good. I liked it. There was some other shit that Jessica Jones. I watched the final season of Jessica Jones, which I liked a lot too. I liked that a whole lot. Thought it was good. Especially, well, when they were still making it, they knew it was going to be the last Marvel show, so I was hoping they'd give it kind of more of like a rounded ending with, maybe show some other characters or something, like kind of giving all of the Marvel shows a send-off in that last episode, but they didn't really do that. But it was still good. I still enjoyed it. But yeah, that's about but oh wait. I did have, because you always like these questions. I had a question that I thought of. Okay. Anyone, so you have let's say you have a little, we're sitting here in the crypt and it's just you, and we somehow discover that the fucking mixer and microphones have some sort of magic power where they can bring back anyone from the dead for one podcast.
Oh man.
Who would you bring back from the dead for just you and them to talk on a podcast?
That's a good question. Who would you pick? Give me
Anyone
a chance.
I'll give you a chance because I did think of one. Because the reason why I thought of this is I was sitting in my room watching an episode of Joe Rogan, and for some reason it just popped in there. All I could think was, oh my God, I want to see Chris Farley on a podcast so fucking bad.
That's a good one.
Like, to me, Chris is the funniest man to have ever lived. No one has ever made me laugh as much or as hard as Chris Farley. Like, he is so special to me, and his body of work is some of my personally my most treasured, like, media. You know what I mean? Of anything. Like, I fucking love everything he's ever done. And he's you can't even think about him without smiling. Like, that's the legacy he left. And yeah, so if I could pick anyone from history in a completely like just for me selfish way, I would fucking I'd probably go Chris Farley, just to sit down with him for 2 hours and like talk. I think that'd be fucking insane.
Man.
Chris fucking Farley, because he'd start
the stories.
Yeah, the stories. Oh my god, the stories. And like I watched a bit with him a couple weeks ago with Preston. It made me laugh so fucking hard. It was just him and Adam Sandler, and Adam Sandler was like, "Let me watch your dog," and Farley was just like, "Let the boy watch your dog."
Oh yeah, I've seen that one.
He just wants to watch him. Oh my god, come on. Oh, I was dying, dude. I was fucking in tears, and I've seen it before. Like I've seen it many times, but like I hadn't seen it in years. Can I watch your dog? Oh my god. It's like the Hurley Boys dog sitting service or something like that. So goddamn fucking funny. Oh my god. Just anytime. Yeah, no, he was a very special individual. It was a very special individual, and that I fucking, if there was anyone I could sit down on a podcast with from that is dead from history, I would probably pick him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that would be, like, how could you even come close to that? Like,
oh, I mean, there are ways, you know what I mean? Bon Scott, Dio. Think about that category. Fucking Mitch Lucker, Vinny, Dime. Yeah. Any of them, you know what I mean? Fucking.
Part of me wants to say Hendrix.
Yeah, I was gonna say I feel like most people would say Hendrix. Maybe most people would say Lennon.
Yeah.
That'd probably be a huge one. You know, a lot of people probably say like presidents too and stuff like that. I go Chris fucking Farley. Fucking anybody else. I want to talk to Chris. Richard Pryor would be a great one. Sam Kinison would be legendary. Yeah. Burt Reynolds. Fuck, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I don't know. I'm just pulling out names that pop in there right now. Oh, another pick for me. If I could do it twice, my second one might be Harold Ramis.
Yeah.
Egon. Like, him, when he died and when Dio died, were the 2 times that celebrity deaths actually hit me in ways that I was sitting there like, I didn't even fucking know these people. This doesn't make any sense. But, like, when Egon died, I grew up with Harold Ramis in a way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I always, like, without even knowing it as a kid, I gravitated towards his movies. Between Ghostbusters and Stripes, I didn't know that he, like, made most of those. I just knew he was in them and stuff like that. And I, like, I love all of it. Any movie he's ever had any part of. Orange County. That's a deep cut. A lot of people don't even remember that one. He's in that. I loved it.
I think, I think, for one, I think in terms of like music, either like, because I've always been a fan of Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Ooh.
Like his guitar playing and stuff.
Yeah.
And just like his whole, like, I don't know, his style and everything. Like he's one of the main guys for, you know, the biggest, like, you know, Texas blues.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of like invented that style really and kind of like, you know, took it. And like it seems like for about as long as I can remember, like growing up and stuff, I always remember hearing like his guitar playing and stuff.
Hell yeah.
And so, it's mostly from like my dad or whatever.
Yeah.
Kind of hearing, you know, all of like the blues music he played and stuff like that. So, or, you know, and like for me, I'd say either him or, you know, as you said, Mitch. Mitch Lucker from Suicide Silence.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly because I feel like I've had a couple chances to like meet him in the past, but I just didn't end up making it out or whatever. And like I've always heard about like his, you know, his whole energy and stuff, and like how, you know, he would treat people and everything. And
well, I'm surprised you didn't say Paul Gray.
Well, yeah, that I didn't even think about that one. I guess any 3 of those guys, yeah. But as far as like actors go, I think Robin Williams would be good.
Oh,
you know,
damn, that would be a good one. That would be a good one. There's also fucking Odorous,
yeah,
Malcolm Young, Chester Bennington, Kevin Dubrow, lead singer, Quiet Riot, the guy from Typo Negative. I always forget his name for some reason. I know.
Peter Steele.
Yes. There we go.
Pete Steele.
Wayne Static. But yeah, I don't know. That question just popped in there, so I wanted to ask you.
Yeah, that's. And I know we're gonna end this, and I'm gonna think of somebody else.
Right.
Like, but I think that like just to have a conversation with somebody like Robin Williams.
That'd be crazy. That would be really crazy, actually. I actually do have one little piece of news left here, actually. This got sent to me by Preston. It's a piece of Ticketmaster news.
Oh, yeah, because
I think Preston said this to me. It's from Loudwire, and it was on July 19th, 2019, so it's recent. Report, Metallica rep conspired with Live Nation to scam ticket buyers. A problematic report has just surfaced revealing a representative from Metallica conspired with Live Nation to place up to 88,000 concert tickets directly onto resale markets. Billboard obtained a taped conversation between Metallica associate Tony DeCoico and Live Nation president of U.S. Concerts Bob Raux discussing the scheme in detail. Let's see here. Billboard reports the recording was made in February 2017, shortly before Metallica launched their worldwide tour. The call depicts Raux's frustration and Ticketmaster's refusal to give tickets directly to resellers and his strategy to implement a ticket reselling scheme. Damn. The Live Nation president suggested either a Live Nation employee or a venue box office basically take these and sell them to a singular account. Quote, when this happens, 4,600 tickets into a single account, there may be some eyebrows that get raised, end quote, Raux added. Quote, that's the part I'm trying to figure out with Tony. You want to keep this quiet, but there isn't a good way for the light bulbs not to go off, end quote. So they're like, back when we first started talking about this with that Slayer first leg of the Slayer tour, because all those tickets just disappeared in less than 12 hours and showed up on resale markets. That's what they're doing. They're literally the ones taking the tickets and putting them direct. And Ticketmaster is saying no to doing that, it sounds like.
So it was an outside person. It wasn't actually.
It was a guy that works for Metallica that's doing it. And he's doing it for Metallica concerts. That's what this report is about.
Mm-hmm. I'd like to hear the recording of that, honestly.
I just read part of the quote from it, but yeah, I'd like to hear it too. Yeah.
Well, weren't they one of the bands that like it was brought up first when like the big, like when it first came out and like it was a bigger deal?
Probably.
They were one of the bands that was like first listed as like to like have like backlash or like to say something about it.
I don't know.
Or maybe it wasn't. Maybe we were. I feel like there was something like.
This is insane. Yeah, I don't remember.
Seems like, yeah.
But yeah, it's like straight up. They're just they're removing tickets from public sale on Ticketmaster and putting them on secondary sites and jacking up the prices absurdly. And it says here that the way it goes down, as if
people aren't struggling enough to buy like tickets to things.
Right. Yeah. Fucking exactly. The deal gave 40% of the resale revenue to Metallica, 40% to Live Nation, 12% to Decario, and 8% to Millet. And a separate source claimed Live Nation's share was lower. And it also says Decario is an extreme. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but is an extremely close confidant of Metallica. And Metallica rep detailed exactly how close he is with the band, telling Billboard, "quote If there's 5 seats on the plane jet flying home, it's the band and him," end quote. So for anyone that thinks Metallica didn't know about it, I doubt it.
I think what it was is we were commenting on the fact that they didn't say anything about it.
Oh,
it was in a different conversation, I think, but like I don't know, I don't remember who said it, but it was like I just remember saying like nobody's gonna speak up about this, like no, you know.
Oh no, I think that was about Slayer actually.
Yeah.
When Slayer first went on tour and
maybe it was. Yeah. I don't know. There was something that
There was something there though. You're right. Yeah. That fucking blew my mind. I was like, wow. So it's literally like, wow. You know what I'm saying? That is fucked up. So it might not even be Ticketmaster all along.
Well, I mean, they're, you know, at the same time, they're no better because they know what's happening. Well, like,
and didn't really say anything
yeah.
about it. Yeah, that's true. But still, though, Jesus Christ. Like, you're just dicking over your fans like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's all you're doing. Like, that's all you're fucking doing.
When was that story from?
July 19th.
Yeah.
So just like yesterday or something. Fucking crazy. Fucking crazy, man. I don't know. That blew my mind. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got, to be completely honest.
Yeah.
Other than this fucking Area 51 shit that's been going on. I haven't really talked about that yet.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Storm Area 51.
Yeah.
Look. If you don't think...
You should pause it for a minute.
All right, hold on. But yeah, for anyone that thinks that there's still anything even at Area 51, like, it's famous. You think they're going to keep anything there? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I don't think there's anything there. Honestly. And I know that there's, like, ground turrets and shit, so it's probably not a good idea to just rush in. I don't know. I'll be surprised if more than, like, 200 people show up, though, honestly.
Isn't it? When is the... Because I haven't even looked at, like, the details of it. What?
It's, like, early next month. It's like, it's, like, early September. So it's, like... in the news cycle for a good long minute before it happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It was weird to me because I woke up and that was all, you know, it was everywhere.
Yeah.
People were talking about it. Just all of a sudden, like, we're storming Area 51, I guess. Like,
yeah. I don't know. I don't think there's anything there. I think won't let anybody in just to keep the illusion that there's something there. But
yeah,
I think it's all just smoke screen at this point. Yeah.
I guess that makes the most sense out of everything, you know.
Yeah. Especially at this point, like, you've announced it that it's happening. You know, I guess it did start as a joke, though. It did start as a joke thing and then took off, like, way out of control. But god damn, it makes me wish I had fucking started that event on Lost in the Dark Space. But yeah, like, that was, I don't know. That's pretty crazy to me. I don't think there's anything there. Do I think that the alien or the government is in communication with aliens? I don't know. It's real hard to say. If you listen to stuff like, you know, if you listen to like the Bob Lazar story, which is popular right now, he'll say, I never saw any aliens. All I saw was a fucking craft, and I went into a craft, and I've never seen anything like it, and it did not appear to operate within the realms of physics that we currently understand.
Mm-hmm.
So it was doing things it shouldn't have been able to do, and it, you know, there are things on it I couldn't explain. Now, does that mean it's alien, or does that mean it's just some crazy advanced tech? Maybe we have some science, you know what I mean, that, I don't know. Where did we get it from? I don't know. But I don't know how any of that works. So, but yeah, you know what I mean? Like, that's not the nail in the coffin for alien. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's just one part of it.
It's just that, he just saw a craft that seemed impossible. But that's what science does, is explains the impossible and stuff. So I don't know. I don't think it's gonna go down, honestly. But
I mean, is there a post about it or like?
Oh yeah, it's an event.
It's an event.
Yeah. On Facebook.
I
think it's hundreds of thousands, bro. That's what caught everyone's attention because this like group like this event got like 400,000, almost 500,000 like right away, or something crazy. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. It's silly. It's wild. It's a fun thing to put in the news. That's for sure.
Is it this one?
I don't know if it's a group. I thought it just started as an event, but I don't know. I don't know, honestly.
Oh, it's a group, yeah. Either way, though, it's made for some pretty great internet memes.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. And all like the famous people like saying they're going and stuff. I think that's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's like a select few people that'll probably.
Oh yeah, there will be. Yeah, probably about 50 to 100 people maybe.
Yeah.
But then when they realize they don't have strong numbers, they're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
If 400,000 people showed up, then we're talking. But I don't think. You know what I mean? That's fucking.
It seems like over the last couple of weeks since that's been.
It's like
a thing. Like I feel like I've been seeing more shows about it, and like, or maybe I'm just more woke to it, more aware of it happening. I guess, like,
Yeah, it's
paying attention to it more. I don't know.
There's no way that storming Area 51 would. If there were tickets to it, let's say, there's no way it would. And those tickets were free. Even there's no way it would sell more tickets than, a football game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's not 400,000 people. So. Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see though. It'll be interesting when it actually comes around. I'll be paying attention for sure. I think it's crazy. Yeah. But yeah, you got anything else?
I feel like I did, but I always feel like I do.
Got the show coming up Thursday. We talked about albums. What are you listening to lately? I said Whitechapel earlier.
Yeah.
I've been listening to a lot of Whitechapel myself.
See what's on my.
I'm listening to Whitechapel, Fit for an Autopsy, Battle Cross.
Yeah.
Battle Cross needs to come back. We miss you, Battle Cross. You guys are fucking amazing.
Yeah, a lot of Fit for an Autopsy, Bloodbath, and kind of get back into them. The new Volvadinia that came out was really sick.
Oh yeah.
Mob Justice. Knocked Loose. I've been listening to them quite a bit.
Oh yeah. I'm also listening to Convalescence, Savages, Spite.
Yeah.
Savages with a Z. Look them up. They're a Brazilian band. They're outstanding. New album, New Dimensions, just came out. I'll hopefully if I get it, I'll do a fucking review on it.
It's kind of weird. Like the other day, I was kind of looking through stuff because I wasn't sure what to listen to. I was just kind of trying to find something random, I guess. But there's this. They have it listed as rare ass shit. It's old Suicide Silence demos.
Oh, I've heard of this.
Yeah,
that's cool.
It's like 24 songs or whatever, but it's all like old stuff that Mitch was on.
That's sweet.
Like demos and things like that. And then let's see, what was the other thing? Oh yeah, we get into Alter Bridge. You ever listen to Alter Bridge?
No, I haven't.
Dude, like it's the vocals and the guitar work on it that are really good. The Mark Tremonti, who was in he was in Creed
really?
For a while, yeah. But he, after that whole thing kind of fell apart or whatever, he went and started Alter Bridge, and it's super like riffy, like cool, actually like heavy sounding rock music.
Oh yeah.
And I think Miles Bridges, I think is his name, the vocalist. He was on a song that was on Aesthetic.
Oh yeah,
Mark
yeah,
Morton.
yeah.
And I really like that song, but I didn't know like what band he was in until recently, and it was it ended up being them and stuff, and so I was listening to them. And they got a lot of good like just heavy songs.
Oh yeah.
Like heavy for the radio even to me.
Oh yeah.
So
well, that's sweet. Nice.
So just a lot of stuff like that, and
yeah. But I've been getting into Carnifex lately.
Yeah.
Their new songs are really sweet. But yeah, that's about it.
What was the other? I don't know, just a lot of like older deathcore stuff. I think.
Oh yeah.
Aside from that, like it went.
Nothing wrong with that at all.
I went and tried to. And I think what it was that Suicide Silence stuff that led me on to that down that path or whatever. So I was listening to a whole bunch of like I Declare War and like bands like that, like
yeah,
traditional deathcore sounding stuff. I think they're coming out with a new one too. Like it's an EP, but
it's good shit.
So yeah,
I love it. Oh yeah, man. Yeah, that's about all I can think of. So I guess we got more episodes coming this week, and the next show we'll be at is Thursday, July 25th, the Recorrupted Broadway show at Max Bar in Lansing, Michigan. Fucking be there. We will all be there. Everyone's gonna be there. Every fucking one is gonna be there, so you should be too. And I'll be there with stickers, Lost in the Dark stickers, all kinds of stuff. It's gonna be an absolute blast. It's gonna be a great Thursday night in downtown Lansing. So be sure to come out. Other than that, follow us on iTunes, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Same with Bog Race. Same with Recorruptor. All of the above. And if you have anything I just posted an episode about sea monsters. If any of you have, or Michigan monsters, Great Lakes monsters. So if any of you have like a story, a paranormal story about any Michigan monsters, be sure to write to us at lostinthedarkpodcast@gmail.com. We would love to hear from you.
Michigan chillers.
Yeah.
If you will.
Yeah, any Michigan chilling stories. So, but yeah, that's about it from us tonight. Raise your horns, bang your head. I love you all to death. Good night.